best parts of hanging out with these guys without the hangover.
Well, fuck.
Oh, if you would hear, I'd wipe you off. Are you okay? Is your chair okay?
Well, it's not. No, the chair is not okay. It's moist. Is moist? Mm-hmm. Is that an appropriate term to describe a chair?
After what you just did, yeah. Was that fuck related to something, or was that just your big entry into this week's cavalcade?
That's how we're starting the fucking episode.
I love it. Welcome to another episode of Zig and Larry wax off into your ear holes. Two middle-aged men wiping their chests off with joygasms. How are you this week, pal?
So I'm still a little sore, pal. I'm still a little sore. As you know, the listeners don't. Saturday.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Injuries. Yeah, go for it.
So we got our boosters, our COVID boosters on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't have any issue with that. We didn't have any issue with the first two doses. So a little sore on the shoulder, but other than that, no big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Saturday. My buddy Al Nimpson, great comic, was doing a show downtown at a venue that is just it used to be like bar open all the time. Used to do some open mics called Bar None. But they were just like, no, we're just do special events on this side, and they own two bars right next to each other. Anyway, too much context.
Their own competition?
No, they're not.
You hate this place? Go check out down the street, fucker. I know that one too.
No, just one is the bar that's open all the time. The other one they just hold like open for special events. Bring on bartenders.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
And sometimes they'll have bands, and now they're starting to. They hooked up with my buddy Al to do comedy, and because we were doing the booster, and it was one of those. You never know how it's going to go. I didn't schedule anything, no shows, nothing. And I've got a bunch of busy weeks coming up. So I figure one weekend where I'm not doing diddly squat, it all just worked out. But we're like, let's go down. We're going to go down, support Al, because my buddy Al Nimpson, Richard Bailey, Zach Boblet, are all on the show, and a guy that I'm friendly with, great comic out of Peoria. His name is Heath Thornton, and he has this really cool band that's like real 1960s, 1970s funk pop band, like era band called Heath and the Boys, and they're a great man, but he was going up there to do some comedy, and we're like, let's go out and check these guys out. I want to go support my buddies. It's been forever since I've gotten to go to just go watch comedy, right? Just go watch it, not have to be up on stage, not have to worry about anything. Just go have a few beers, high five my pals, go home. And right before we were getting ready to leave, I was letting the puppy out, and
which is a euphemism for
no, not a euphemism this time. Not this time. Normally, I will send you the video to be like, hey, you want to see me let the puppy out? And you're like, yeah, of course, I love the dog. And then it's
every goddamn time with
I know. You're so easily tricked. You're gullible.
Yeah. It's the head of your penis every single time in a small manner of headgear that I think that you're just making out of felt. It is impressive. I'm not going to lie.
I put a lot of work into it, is what I do.
You do.
A lot of work into it, and
the lighting,
I'm proud
the
of it.
shading is impressive.
Yeah, well, I didn't buy this ring light and LEDs for nothing. I mean, you think it's for this show? Bullshit.
That's why it's a ring, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why they make those as a ring, because somebody's going, you put your wiener through there, and you put it on the
yeah, it's great lighting. It's so, I mean, I'm not trying to make it look bigger, just more distinguished.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If possible, I'd like my dick to look British. And I don't know why that is impressive to me. The monocle is helping, but everybody just calls it Monopoly cock. And I don't.
Well, but that's the thing. A penis can only wear a monocle.
I didn't think that. I was actually thinking of jauntily cocked ace deuce, but you're right.
But
And then if you take a leak, then you're cleaning off a lot more of the toilet than you typically have.
oh,
to.
absolutely. If you forget to take off that monocle, it's just everywhere.
Every place. It's hard.
But I go out and Zoe has decided she wants to play
Zoe's the dog.
Yep.
Just for context.
Yep, for context. Zoe the dog.
I know you know. I'm just saying.
You're right. No. And so she had gotten her tennis ball and had dropped it on the patio. And I could hear that it was kind of raining a little bit, but it was getting darker and I wasn't really paying attention. And she drops it and I was like, all right, before we leave the house, because we were going to go get dinner and we were going to go go up, just watch a show. I was so pumped. And she drops it on the patio and I go to step down off because we got the concrete steps going down to the patio. And didn't realize how slippery it was. And my feet just shot out from underneath me. And my big ol' ass hit the fortunately it was just I caught meat is what I'm going to tell you.
You caught all the meat on a corner. Of shit that don't bend or break.
Yeah. And but if I didn't hit the lower back and but I got a bruise still. This thing, Gorbachev would have been jealous.
Back, is it the upper ass?
Yes.
Is it where you don't want your daughter to have a tattoo?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's just all on one cheek.
So the neck.
It's all on one cheek.
You got Gorbachev's head on your ass cheek.
Yeah, pretty much. And
listeners, Gorbachev was in charge of the Soviet Union when it was still the USSR.
When it was still Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Just Google it, children. But so I go zipping off like I'm trying to beat the Jamaican bobsled team in a luge contest. And so some of the slabs have shifted because we live because we have money, obviously.
And your 250-pound ass throws all of his meat at them constantly.
And so my left foot catches on where the like the ledge where one of the slabs is lifted slightly. And I've been trying to do some yoga, get my flexibility back. I haven't quite been able to get my my ass cheek down to my heels, but I did on Saturday.
Well, you more brought your heel up to the ass cheek.
They kissed. There was we'll call it the goblin's kiss because that's what was happening. And then I just kept sliding, and I just am in a heap on the patio. On the concrete patio. It looked, I know it had to look like somebody just dropped me from about 60 feet up and just was like, good luck, asshole. And I let out a beautiful, God damn it. And the dog goes running inside because of course she does.
Yeah. The tennis ball is no longer a priority.
Yeah. And I start just a colorful and imaginative slew of curses. A fuck was a featured player.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's very versatile.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like the Lin-Manuel Miranda of swear words.
Truly it is. Yes.
Manuel Miranda?
It's the Gary Oldman of swear words. It's the Gary Oldman of swear words.
That's better. I like yours better.
That's why we workshop shit. There
you go. That's why we don't do takes.
Yeah.
Everything one take, go, move on. We're gonna Ed Wood the shit out of this. Plus it, bitch.
So of course she comes running out to see what's wrong. And me I'm in a heap on the ground as she sees me because she's halfway through the kitchen. She sees me on the patio and I hear her go, oh shit. And I look up and I put my hand up and I go, baby, be careful, it's slippery. And she was like, no fucking shit. Are you okay? And I was like, I don't think anything's broken, but just leave me here. I'll get up in a minute. And she was like, no, I'm not leaving you here.
Leave me. You go on without me. You're playing Titanic, the home game, and sacrificing yourself.
Oh yeah. I was. When I say this, I mean it in every sense of the word. I jacked myself, is what I did.
Honey, I'm fine. Just get OSHA to look at the back steps of this house that may or may not have been bought from the bumpuses. Surround my body with that chalk that we keep by the fucking fridge and go about your day.
You know that police tape we've been saving for a rainy day? Yeah, put that up around me too. This is a crime scene.
And start with my fucking head and don't stop until I can't see anymore.
I just crawl myself up, get up, start trying to get up the stairs, and I'm like, fuck. Oh, everything hurts. And I get inside and I'm like, I think I'm fine. We can go. And she's like, we're not going jack shit anywhere. She's like, just let the boys know we're not. And I was like, no. We'll go get dinner. I'll start getting real drunk. I will take a tramadol.
I just love this is your medicine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Just get me drunk.
Just
Put
get
me in the way of the liquor and the women. I'll be good.
Just get me some whiskey and a tramadol. And she was like, we're not doing that. No. I was like, no, you wanted to go out. She's like, apparently it's very slick out. And I don't want you falling again. I said, I'll be fine. And then I took like half a step and I made the noise. Like when I was like, no, I'm fine. And she's like, go sit the fuck down. And she brought me some painkillers, some water, a shot of whiskey, and like 3 bags of frozen vegetables to put on various and sundry parts of my body. It's better, this is Thursday, so we're a few days out from it, but man, if I sit just wrong on this right side, I just sit down, I'm like, oh, you okay? No, I'm good. No, it's fine. That's supposed to feel like that.
No, I mean, in all honesty, though, at our age, you can hurt yourself from sitting or sleeping or blinking rapidly. This is just another. It's like, oh yeah, why wouldn't that happen? Sure, absolutely. Well, my beard hurts when it grows. Is that normal? Is that
sometimes depends. Well, here's to add insult to injury. Saturday night, I came inside. Obviously, removed all my wet clothes because laying on the fine sheen of ice that was there. Mm-hmm. It melted into my clothes.
I was gonna say the combination of accidentally peeing yourself a little bit and the sweat that comes from just horrific pain, coupled with the rage that you were screaming, melting the ice underneath you.
Yes,
it's like we've got 3 different liquids that have ruined these trousers. Bazinga!
So came inside, took off my clothes, texted my buddies, and then put on sweatpants. And later that evening, because I'll tell you right now, I don't know about you, but when I fall or if I get hurt or what have you, but especially in this situation where I slip and fall, I'm not going to lie, my genitals sucked up inside. I mean, they were just like, protect the goods.
Absolutely. That's a thing. And if they don't do that, get help. That's what they should do. That's evolution doing its job.
Yeah. I took my pants off and Nick's standing there like trying to balance me to make sure that I'm fine. And I was like, don't look at me. Avert your eyes.
I'm a he, she. No, that's where we're at in the stage of evolution. It's like God went, okay, we can either have the testicles retreated to the body when there's a danger of brewing, or get rid of nipples on men. Which is first? And everybody went, the ball thing.
Yeah, okay, do the ball thing.
We'll leave the nipples on there for now.
The nipples can still be fun. Do the ball thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she God love her, because she looked down and she was like, oh, now I know what toddler Larry looked like. And I was like, you know what? That's mean. That's just mean. And I don't need that right now. But
Tiny Dick sober and crying.
But later on that night, after I had relaxed a little bit and I had gotten up, go to the bathroom, hobbled my way back into the front room, sat down in my chair, and I went, ah! And she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. I'll be fine. She goes, was it your knee? I said, no. She goes, was it your hip where you hit? No. And I kind of got my shoulder and my forearm a little bit. And she's like, was it I was like, no. She goes, what was it? I said, I sat on my sack. I just, because I had sweatpants on and they kind of did the thing. And I sat on my right testicle. And so that I earned a shot of whiskey and a cookie from that. That's what I got.
God damn it. I feel like that kid who like goes over to your buddy's house, like the rules at your house are better than the rules at mine.
Oh yeah.
I sit on my balls. I don't get whiskey. I get a, what'd you do? All right. That's what we get over here.
Now
there's no cookies. I get cookies whenever I want. But.
Right. Now, to be fair, I was already like getting out of, I was waiting too long to need to go to the bathroom. You understand, because everything hurt to get up. So I was like, fuck. And she's watching me hobble, trying to get to the bathroom on time. And although there was a point where I nearly, because God, it was almost midnight. And I was like, surely nobody's out front. I'm just going to go piss out in the front yard because it's closer than the bathroom. She's like, you are not. You will go to the bathroom. You're not pissing out the front yard. And I was like, Angie empties Ziggy's piss bucket. And she's like, yeah, you didn't get hit by a car. You were the car and you hit the concrete. You're fine. Get up and piss.
By the way, we might need to address the back stoop situation. Especially when it's slick outside. Well, I'm proud of you, buddy. Good job.
Thanks. Job. Yeah. It was fun. Hey, you know what? This should be a Mr. Delicious drop right here. Yeah.
There we go. This episode brought to you by the now defunct Rax and injuries, Rax, and vasectomies.
Buongiorno. Mr. Delicious here to talk about the Rack's Endless Salad Bar with new, all-you-can-eat pizza and pasta. You know, Mr. Delicious stayed out a little too late last night, and he isn't feeling very well. So it's a good day for carbohydrates. Pizza and pasta will do the trick. Of course, having a wide selection of pizza is helpful on a day when Mr. D is having trouble focusing. He's bound to grab a slice of something tasty, and if you've ever enjoyed 2 for $1 night at the Rusty Anchor, you know how dehydrated Mr. D must be. Some free Coke refills will hit the spot. Plus, enjoying a long, leisurely dinner at Rack's will help him avoid the wrath of Mrs. Delicious, who isn't very fond of the Rusty Anchor. In any case, next time you feel like Mr. D, try a heaping plate of pizza and pasta from the Rack's Endless Salad Bar for only $3.99. Tickety-dee.
Pizza and pasta available at participating restaurants. Rack's, you can eat here.
If you want to turn your nuts into sour smelling pure decoration, go get yourself one of those newfangled vasectomies. They'll be worthless, and that's about it.
So I'm on my own right now.
Like, good, because that joke went nowhere. Oh, hey, I want to real quick because I will forget. Because I always forget, and I remembered something, Larry. Larry, I remembered something.
You remembered something?
I remembered something. Remember, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about another one of your maladies where the dentist was throwing soft meat into your gob.
Yes.
Okay. I haphazardly tossed off the phrase because I had to remind myself because people were emailing. And I haphazardly tossed off the phrase, if you email in your jokes about soft meats, remember, because he told you can only eat soft meats.
Just soft meats.
Soft meat going into Larry's mouth, you win something. But it couldn't be a dick joke. And I said, if you do that, then I'll say it on this show in 2 weeks if I remember. And amazingly enough, I didn't remember, but people sent in jokes, and I was like, oh shit, that's right, I did say that, so I have to do this. Now, a lot of the entries I am not going to say because I'm not going to let 95% of them were dick jokes, even though I said.
Well, of course, yeah. That's the kind of audience we draw.
But since I said it, I am going to do it. Our buddy Andrew Teed, Teedy, that's right.
My boy Andrew Teedy.
Andrew Teedy, he takes the cake with the only non-dick joke answer that was, which was good, which was kind of. It says the dentist telling you to eat soft meat sounds to me like a dude who has stock in fucking spam. Now, without the punctuation. First, I think you mean Hormel, because that's what you could buy stock in. Holding stock in the phrase "holding stock in fucking spam" just seems like you hold it deep in your heart to put your dick into potted meat, which is still technically an accident a dick joke.
That was my letter I had to write. Remember when you had to write an essay to get into college? I hold stock in fucking potted meat.
Fucking potted meat. A tragic play in 3 acts. But that's Andrew. And then, of course, I responded with a dick joke, and he's responded with one back, and then we stopped. I did respond to most people saying that was a dick joke. You're disqualified. So there we go. Andrew, you won the contest. We said your name on this fucking podcast. That's what you win. Speaking of contests, though, you missed it. Larry, what are we doing? We actually have a for real goddamn contest from our boys at Split Society.
A for real contest.
We're going to give away some shit. No,
we are. We're going to give away some shit from our sponsor, splitsociety.org. If this is your first time listening, we're not going to go through the copy again. Just go back to last episode and listen, because there's a lot.
Time in the last year when we didn't forget.
And here's the thing, listeners, if you want to see what the giveaway is holding.
What the giveaway is holding?
Yes. Look, I was drunk before we even logged in. Nicole is taking a class she's 2 nights a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, which means I am unsupervised and untethered. And I was drunk before we even started. So here's okay.
Going to couples therapy alone cannot be referred to as a class. Just saying that.
That's what she told me to call it.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
And I just want to make it work, Zig. I
I'm
just want to make it
that
work.
One. I'm more proud of that than my second.
That was real good. That was a good
better.
one. Yeah,
I think that was better. Okay.
Like that was good enough that I couldn't riff off of it. But listeners, if you want to see what we're giving away, head on over to the YouTube channel because I'm about to. You know what I'm about to do, Zig?
What's that?
Share screen.
Share screen. You're going to have to go to the YouTube channel because that's how you're going to win. We are actually giving away a lovely prize package from the boys at Split Society. As per always, you can go to splitsociety.org, buy yourself some awesome merch or some spectacular hand-rolled, toasted artisanal splits featuring no glue, no bullshit, no chemicals, no nada. And use the code ZIG and Larry at checkout to get yourself a little discount. But if you check out the YouTubes, this is the prize package that they are giving away.
This is the prize package. So it comes in this.
What is that?
So this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different splits of varying sizes from single serve to family size. But also 2 glass tubes. Now, the 2 etch tubes come with corks. So if you want to take a family size spliff and just have it for yourself, you can take a few hits, throw it in that glass tube, put the cork in, and it snuffs it out. So there's no smellies, there's no nothing to go along with it. Saves it for later, and it is not harsh like tamping it out or anything. Also, this up here, this is a beautiful what is it? What would you call that? Like a paper can? I don't know what to call that. But that is for
the official paper can of Society.org.
But it's really cool. It's really pretty. I got one. I meant to bring it on the show, but because we do a D+ effort, I'm just showing the picture. Plus several stickers, rolling papers. This is actually it's a really good prize package. And some tampon sticks. We got tubes. It comes with everything you need except for your favorite herb to have a good time.
I'm just realizing that we didn't ask the boys what the retail value of this prize is, so I'm gonna say
$15,000.
Sure, $15,000 Canadian. But yeah, so we're giving this away, and this is how you are going to win. So it is, per our D+ effort, purely subjective, but totally worth it. Plus, we're begging and pleading. We need some more subscribers to the YouTube channel. So go to the YouTube channel so A, you can see what you're about to win. Comment in this episode what you would like the next episode to be on. Tell us what you want us to ignore. What
Be
topic?
about, not on.
Yeah,
Because they're going to be like, we'd like it to be on NBC. And I'm like, well, so would we, but that's not going to happen.
Very good. What the next show is about. Zig and Larry ignore what? What bullshit topic should we go through? Not only will we do your topic next round, but you will win this. So put in your topic right there. Be sure to put in whatever email you would like us to use next to that topic. You'll get an email from us from Zig and Larry ignore topic at Gmail. And we'll get your particulars, and we will get the boys to send you out this groovy prize package. Oh, artisanal spliffs.
Well, and I'll tell you, it comes quick because our boys at Spliff Society had messaged me and said, hey, I'm going to send out a care package so you can see what's going to be all part of the giveaway. And I was like, oh, that's really, really
cool. They sent a physical one. They didn't send you the picture.
No.
Here, it's this thing.
But they sent it to me, and it was like 2 days, 3 days, and it was here, and I was like, oh my god. And it's high quality as always, the highest of quality. I cannot tell you how good this stuff is. And again, if you were to go try to buy any of this, like just a bundle of what, 3 or 4 spliffs, just a bundle of spliffs, you're going to be paying out the ass for it. This,
that's true. They're not terribly expensive.
Well, if you do it yourself, it's the labor that gets you.
I'm saying that the prices at Spliff Society, Larry, are very reasonable.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. Anywhere else.
Not at
Spliff Society.
There it is.
Not at Spliff Society, because they really are. They are very reasonable. But yeah, just head over to the YouTube channel. Check this out. Try to get it for yourself, because this is only the first prize package we're giving away, because after this, we've got 2 more.
And we haven't decided what we're going to do to let you win that. So if this works, we might do it again. We don't know.
Have to do pudding wrestling with a bear. And his name is Dave.
I will give you a hell of a lot more than this prize package if you pudding wrestle a bear and send me the tape.
And
I don't care who you are.
And he works at Foot Locker.
That's fine. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to dictate what he does with his life. I just want that to be something that I've seen.
Please.
But comment under here.
No. I know the perfect bear to wrestle. His name is Andrew Teedy.
With fair to Midland spam fucking jokes. So please, comment underneath right here on this one. Like, subscribe to this goddamn YouTube channel. Tell us what our next show should be about. We will pick the one that we want to do. And if you put your email in there, we will also send you this goddamn thing, which is groovy. Zig and Larry, ignore topic, brought to you by spliffsociety.org. Larry's currently playing with his disco light. That's that.
Yeah. I'm partying for this giveaway.
Okay. I don't know if that was at all going to be worth it, but let's celebrate that I almost got through it correctly in one go.
Huzzah.
Mm-hmm.
You brought up the dentist. I wanted to tell you this real quick. I hadn't had a chance. So I go in because I had the stitches in my gums.
Mm-hmm.
I go in and all they were doing is taking the stitches out. Then I finally will get the crown in like 2 weeks. But they lay me down and the doctor was like, "Oh, your mouth already ate like one of the stitches." And I was like, "Mm-hmm." And the tech was like, "I told you so." And he goes, "And it's your gums are trying to like surround the other one." And the tech was like, "I told you that this amount of time to wait. Too much for him." And he was like, "Well, have you done a numbing agent on him?" She said, "No, I haven't." And he said, "Do you want a numbing agent or do you just want me to cut it out and pull it?" And I looked at him and was like, "Doc, just cut the bitch and get it out of my face." And
we already have 2 weeks left for the crown. Like waiting for the Red Rider BB gun from Ovaltine. Let's just fucking let's do what we came here to do today, shall we? And
he looked at, he goes, "No numbing agent?" I said, "No, I don't want it. It's not a big deal. It's just stitches. Cut it and pull it." And I see him like look defeated. He deflated. And he looked at me and goes, "I owe her $10. She told me that's what you would say." Because
that's what you want out of a healthcare professional. Them taking bets on you.
Dude, I love that. Made me go, yes, I'm in. I am absolutely in with this office. If they're running pools on me, but so he pulls it, and I see his hand come out like 6 inches from my face, and he pulls it, and I kind of go a little, huh. And he goes, "Oh, did that hurt?" And he pulls, like gets all the shit out of my mouth, and I was like, "Nah, doc, it just kind of felt funky and tickled a little bit." And he just looks at me and goes, "You're a strange man, Mr. Smith."
They're giving you odds. They're throwing money back and forth. There's a goddamn mechanical bull next to the X-ray machine. It's a goddamn party.
I love it. That's why I go. No, really, he just works on large animals, but he's cheap and he accepts my insurance. So what am I supposed to do, Zig?
You're going to a dentist in a fucking underground fighting pit. Spectacular. Some guy in a diaper screaming, "Place your bets," holding some man like foreign money.
2 minutes up. 1 man leave.
And he's hitting people with a bamboo stick for no goddamn reason.
My copay is that I have to fight Master Blaster before I can leave.
And fucking Blue Cross Blue Shield is signing off on this garbage.
I don't get it. If you do not defeat Master Blaster, you owe us $572. If you beat Master Blaster.
That is roughly healthcare in about 20 years.
It's healthcare now. This is such God, insurance is a joke.
You want some Medicare? You willing to fight for it? You willing to kill a guy?
What, you need a tetanus shot? Kill this puppy in front of this man. What? Do it. It's his hands in his pants. It's the only way he can finish.
Does it have to be this man? Because there's some people that I really want to fuck up emotionally. Can I pick the man? I don't care about the dog. Can I pick the man?
As long as they're in network, then yes, we will let them happen. Right, that's American healthcare. By the way, thank you, Germany. My God, we got like 100 listeners in Germany right now.
Hey, it's entirely possible we can send you something across overseas to Germany if you go to the goddamn YouTube and tell us what we're going to ignore.
Here's my guess: the people that are listening to us in Germany. Now, if I'm wrong,
bots. Sorry.
Please don't destroy my hopes and dreams. I'll do that well enough on my own. But yeah, I'm assuming if it's not actual German citizens, it's just guys and gals on an American military base. Here's the thing: one day, you guys will get leave. You'll get leave and be able to go to Amsterdam. When you go to Amsterdam, you're going to need some supplies from spliffsociety.org. And
they don't care what you're bringing to the country.
No.
I'm sure there's customs, probably. I don't know. If you're going over land, how much could it hurt?
Can't. I don't know. Germany never had any problem crossing borders before, so. That's a good history joke. Come on.
Yeah.
That wasn't hacked. That's a good history joke.
No, it is, but they just seem so nice now. I don't want to fuck with them too bad.
Angela Merkel seems rad. Anyway. Oh, hey, by the way, thanks to we had a bunch of new subscribers from Iowa, and we're getting a bunch in South Dakota. I looked at some numbers the other day, so thanks, Iowa and South Dakota. Speaking of South Dakota, if I can suck my own dick, which probably can't right now because I'm still a little stiff from taking a tumble off my back porch. But this comes out. This episode will come out on the 17th. And January 20th, 21st, and 22nd, I will be at the Snow Jam Comedy Festival in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Very cool. I thought that was a week earlier. I'm sorry, I had the date screwed up in my head.
I've got shows over in our old stomping grounds this weekend, buddy.
Nice.
I've got over in Decatur some gigs, and which is good because that'll help pay for my trip and food and such. Mostly the booze. It's mostly the booze. I did, when they asked me, they're like, do you have any special, because
Can I get my per diem in Hennessy? No.
No. But Sioux Falls, South Dakota has a tiki bar called the Hello High. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to go check that out. I'm also planning on sneaking into what was it called? That's right, the Wild Water West Water Park, and turning that into a luge and ice skating park.
Okay. I'm assuming this has got to be all indoors, or just like is it kind of a polar bear kind of situation?
Oh no, it's closed right now for the season until I get there.
Oh, I see. You're going to break into a water park.
Yes.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I'm going to break into it, and we're going to have a winter wonderland. But yeah, I can't wait to get day drunk in a tiki bar in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and then pray to God I can find enough chicken fingers to sober me up for my set.
I'm going to get day drunk. How's that any different from the rest of the time? Well, I won't know anybody, and I'll be in the Great Plains. Like, oh, spectacular. Alrighty.
Yeah, I got one buddy out there. There's a couple people I know, but I got one good buddy that's going to be out there, and I've already told him that Nicole has said that he is my chaperone, and he is not to allow me, because it's South Dakota. There's going to be a horse somewhere, and I will borrow a horse and go a riding, even if I am wearing skateboard shoes.
Let's say the word is commandeer, and even that's not accurate. It's stealing.
What if I return it?
I would say stealing with an intent to return is not exactly borrowing.
I consider it like a library situation. I have checked this horse out.
Any conversation that you have with a mounted policeman that starts with, well, see, the thing here is never going to go in your favor, especially when a stranger's animal is involved.
When I slur the words out, well, now hold on, he looked bored. Sir.
Currently, he looks terrified. There's a carrot sticking in his ass. He lost the bet.
Look, we went down to the tiki bar. He had one too many, and he asked for something he wasn't prepared for. Apparently, he doesn't want to learn things about his body the way the rest of us do. Anyway, I'd like to offer you this glass.
Horse's name is Dave. He likes to fucking party. I got to be on stage any second now.
I think that's my name. Can I take Dave with me?
Spectacular. So yeah, if you are in South Dakota, go check out Larry at the festival, man.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Very cool. Let's see what else, buddy. What's else going on?
Little to nothing.
We are so deep in this episode. I have a half-ass topic, but
let's half-ass it, because like I'm still like I don't really leave the house currently. I managed to, because I'm still injured, I managed to swear and put together a smoker out of the box when I can barely stand up, which was ill-advised and also damaged me more. But God damn it, if I didn't have chicken thighs on the thing that night. Well,
and you got to be outside in the sunshine, so.
And I got to swear in front of a lot of people walking their dogs and children.
We had a very similar experience then last weekend.
I listened to the sound of cast iron hitting damn near too close to my foot, and me going, "That's probably not going to be worth it." Yeah, that's really it, man. I got very little. I wish my life right now is just, I went back to work. Well, they allowed me to go back to work, and I tell you what, D+ effort does not just go for this show. It's work, the sex life, definitely. Although I do A+ a lot of homemade pasta sauces, so that's where I try to make it up for. Well, the only thing that's really important.
And as we get older, that's what matters.
Yeah. We had the conversation with the wife, like, you think you'll be ready to? And I can't do the old. We tried a little bit too early on in the healing process to do a little interesting boning. Even if I'm not moving too much, it's just there's too many things jostling.
There's a lot of moving pieces and toothless cogs still.
I've already had this scar open up once on me. You know what I mean? Like, there's just I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing. I got failed sexual attempts and smoked meat. That's the only thing I've accomplished since last time I talked.
Well, hold on. That's the name of this episode.
Oh, excellent. Oh, and our buddy Saget died, though.
Dude, I was going to bring that up.
Oh, were you? Well, I
Yeah.
mean, he died close enough to Betty White, so at least their rooms are close to each other in hell. They can bang down there. But outside of that, I love that. I don't know if I'm stealing your thunder here, but every report that you read, the first thing that they say is no foul play or drugs suspected. Like, yeah, Saget was blowing some lines during the Full House years, but I don't think he was a big drug addict, was he?
No,
Recently.
no. I mean, I don't know personally. But my buddy John Means, who also better known as Dr. Gonzo, knew Saget pretty well. Not like John knew, like he's buddies with Kevin Pollak, and he was good friends with Robin Williams, and you name it, he knew Dana Carvey. He's buddies with, but he knew Saget, and by all accounts, Bob was one of those like legitimately good dudes that just made dark jokes.
Yeah.
And would make a dark joke just to make you feel bad. Like I don't always listen to Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast. But I listened to the part where he talked about like where he got the news that Bob Saget had died, and listening to him tell stories about Bob Saget and just how naturally funny he was. It's a heartbreaker. But as I brought whiskey down for that. So to Bob Saget, we lost. Here's the thing. Can I point this out though? Bob Saget directed Dirty Work, starring Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang.
Yes.
I will tell you right now, I'd have lost all the money that I have and my house if somebody had said, okay, I'll bet you that Bob Saget and Norm Macdonald die before Artie Lang.
Absolutely. There's some deal with the devil there. He's still aging rapidly. He's got the same reverse Benjamin Button disease as half of the fucking Rolling Stones. Like he's a corpse on legs, but he's just expanding.
Yeah, well, and his I'm not going to look. Who am I to make fun of Artie Lang's addictions and predilections?
We've all do it. He's better at it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The man. I mean, fuck it. He's and Artie Lang, but again, another guy by all accounts, decent dude, right? Just has his demons. We all do. But yeah, when I realized that, I was like, so Norm Macdonald, Bob Saget, both dead. Artie Lang still somewhere terrorizing goats while living underneath a goddamn bridge.
Just sitting in a goddamn the playground somewhere waiting for dawn so he can scream at the neighborhood children.
Yeah, this guy, they can't kick him out of a titty bar. They just, I live here now. You got the buffet.
Lang super glued himself to the fucking floor again.
That's not super glue.
No, but it still does. It's tacky.
Yeah, it's tacky, and I'm not scraping it up this time.
No.
So yeah, to Saget, that sucked. I've got a bit that I've been doing for a long time. I say a long time. That I've been working on for a while. Where I talk about, and I'm not going to run the whole bit, Zig, because I don't like doing that on the show. But how I'm jealous that our dads from that generation had good examples of masculinity, like guys like John Wayne or Robert Mitchum or other racists that I can't remember the names of.
There we go.
Guys that knew what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. But our generation, we had kind of two choices. Now, there seems like there was a lot of choices, but there was just two kinds of guys. And it was Rambo or Danny fucking Tanner from Full House. And that was it. And I, throughout the bit, I proved to you that Danny Tanner was manlier and much more masculine than John Rambo ever wanted to be. And I asked Nick, I was like, can I still do that bit with him gone? And she was like, absolutely. She goes, in fact, take that bit and run with it, expand on it. She's like, you've been doing it for a while. It's you just run with that bit. And it's honestly, it's one of my favorite bits because it opens up a discussion of masculinity that I go into for my long set that I love having. But goddamn, that was a losing Norm. Then like Betty White, you're like, well, she's 99. It sucks.
But
she's 99.
Yeah.
And here's the thing though.
Her and Cloris Leachman, you can only throw your middle finger up to the Almighty for so long.
Yeah.
It's like I gave you an extra decade, Betty. I know you saved all the goats, but still, it's time. It's time to come home.
What I pointed out, because Saget had posted, hey, looking forward to the rest of this tour. Just did a sold out theater. I love stand-up comedy. I'm paraphrasing his last, because he had posted a tweet with his picture, and can't wait for and it was like the last tweet he had sent before he died. And I had pointed out that, let's face it, for stand-up comics, dying on the road after doing a sold-out theater show, quite honestly, about the best we can all hope for.
That's foretelling. I know it's dark, but I just know that Saget would be the kind of guy who wishes that like his best friend would have found him, because he was found, peacefully at 4:00 in the hotel room, but would have found him and then pulled his pants down and put his belt around his neck so he could meet that he can meet that guy for the rest, and he can just look up from hell and go, "I got all of you fuckers."
It's what he would have wanted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do to me.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow, and can keep that tightening that belt till I quit kicking.
I've got a show tomorrow. Can I wait? Can I play
you need an opener? I got an act. I can only do it once. It's like the Aristocrats, but it fucking kills.
His version of Saget's version of of Aristocrats.
Oh yeah, I actually still own that on DVD somewhere. I wanted to dig that out. I haven't watched that in forever. That was 15, 16 years ago, something like that?
Yeah. If you've not heard his version of it, in fact, just watch the whole thing. Watch the whole, because if you're a fan of comedy, the Aristocrats is one of those jokes that stand-up comics will tell each other to try to get each other. And Saget's version is particularly heinous, and it's so beautiful to see Danny Tanner tell those jokes. Also, Gilbert Gottfried is the master of it.
And all you get out of Dave Coulier is dick in a pop star's mouth. That's all you get out of him.
You know what? That's part of my bit too, because I bitch about Joey Gladstone. But I was like, I can't give Dave Coulier too much shit, because at least he gave us Alanis Morissette.
He gave us the jism-soaked angst that was Jagged Little Pill, which got me through the 90s.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, hey, I'm going to do a topic real quick, because there's a couple things I'm going to. Oh, you know what I'm going to
do? Is it dirty?
Yes.
Then yes, I know what you're going to do, but.
Should I share? I'll share screen instead.
Yep. All right.
So today's topic is, let's face it, it's failed sexual attempts and smoked meats, but failed sexual attempts, smoked meats, and Bob Saget. So, sorry. Look, hey, check out splitsociety.org.
Hey, let's show the pictures on this podcast. Hey, check us out on YouTube.
Okay. We've only got a few minutes left in this episode, but so first, these are some science, like animal stories. I was going to get deep into animal stories. We don't have that much time. So they're like, oh, we discovered that spiders eat snakes. Okay, yeah, we know that. Spiders.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, spiders eat all types of shit. But here's what I want you to know. Now, for the viewers, you'll see the screen, and it's going to seem redundant that I'm reading it. But for the listeners, Um, a giant tortoise apparently didn't get the memo that tortoises are gentle herbivores. It was spotted stalking, catching, and eating a bird.
What?
Apparently it's a bird chick.
How does a how does a fucking tortoise stalk anything that isn't a stick?
Watch it.
Okay, so
It's
here we
creeping
have-
forward. It opens its mouth. The
Oh.
bird steps back. That doesn't
It's
look like it's. That's a full-fledged bird. That's not a bird chick.
No, it's just a tiny bird. It's like sparrow size,
And it just keeps stepping aside.
and the tortoise is very slowly.
Okay, and the
Slowly
tortoise is like
stalking it.
gauging. He's gauging his next move. Do I continue this?
Do I have a week and a half to?
Oh,
creep?
here I come. And the bird is just facing him down. Here's what I want. Oh, and the bird's like, no, I'm big. Don't eat me. And well, they don't show
And-
it. And then it comes back. And here he comes. And the bird is just like talking shit. The bird is talking shit to this
Oh.
tortoise.
That's so weird to watch. It's the
And all right,
okay.
that's enough.
and nature takes its course. Now, is that the whole video? Does the tortoise actually eat the thing, or is it just a shitty bird and it decides to kill it?
No, it eats it. It
Huh.
it consumes the bird. Now, here's the thing. It may have that bird was talking shit. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I don't
I'm not saying the bird didn't own it, that deserve it.
look, dude, I don't victim blame on a regular basis, but you're a fucking bird. You're a fucking bird.
There's a lot of ways that you can get away from a turtle. The easiest would be walking. Flying comes into
Yeah, that little
play.
shit could have
Walking.
hopped away,
He
but he
hopped
just-
like twice, two little ones,
and then was like,
several times.
"What's up, bitch?" Like wings out, like you got fucking something to say. You want to come? You want to come at the bird? You want to come at Tweety, motherfucker? Tweet, bitch! And then this tortoise was like, I got all day. The fuck, I got all fucking day.
He definitely frat boyed, puffed his chest out with no actual intent of actually fighting.
Yeah.
Hold me
that's-
back.
Look, when I had several moments of that when I was bartending / bouncing, and frat boys would be like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And then third, "What are you gonna do?" I would feel threatened and just, bop, and be like, "That's what I'm gonna do," and then see you outside. That's what happens, because and the tortoise gave it plenty of warning. It was like, "Bitch, I'm gonna eat you, bitch." And then that bird just like it could have just hopped off the log. The tortoise would have like done a stutter step and looked like me stepping off my back stairs on Saturday night, just slipped and been like, "Fuck," and off it went.
Now, A, I'm with you. I'm on the tortoise's side there. B, his digestive system is going to be just as slow as the rest of them. Can you imagine being a tortoise that's anywhere between 20 and 100 years, who's just shitty enough to eat a bird because it pissed him off, and trying to take your first ever protein shit? It's like, oh, I tell you what, in 2 months that's going to be a bitch coming out. There's bones in there. I don't know if I can digest.
There's
bones.
a whole beak. There's a beak. I ate the beak.
I don't believe I ate the whole beak.
Oh my god,
That's
Dave, you ever done this? Oh, Dave, hold my hand. Hold my hand, Dave. We got to get this through this together. Dave, where are you going? Don't run away, Dave.
Dave doesn't want anything to do with him. Meanwhile, there's another tortoise named Spike who's just fucking tattooing one teardrop underneath his right eye for the fucking birds. Like, you're the baddest motherfucking tortoise we got. I'm gonna tell you that
Fuck
right
these
now.
birds. You know what? These birds have had it too good for too long. Flying around in the sky. Who does that? We
Like the
stay
one guy
firmly
that
on
just-
land.
Fucking ate chalk and batteries, and it just never seemed to bug him. It's like, Jesus Christ, how do you do that? I don't know. I just do it.
Here's my this is in my top. There's one that I want to show you that I know that because I'm already okay. I'm just gonna share this one with you.
So this is just the interesting furies of nature.
This is stuff that was discovered in 2021 that actually happens.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, "Oh, spiders eat snakes." Now, here's the thing: anybody that's ever studied spiders will know they eat everything. If they can, they'll eat it.
I've seen them eat small birds. I've seen ones where they ate like fucking shrews and stuff, but I've never seen one go after a snake.
Well, here's something new. Polar bears that wield weapons.
Whoa! What?
So, now Inuit hunters have long reported polar bears attacking prey this way, and a review of historical and modern documentation confirms that stone-wielding polar bears are a real phenomenon. This puts polar bears on the list of tool-using animals, including crows, chimpanzees, elephants, and of course humans. What they do is these polar bears will throw rocks at walruses,
like off a cliff.
Yeah, and hit them in the head so that they can then consume their bodies. Now, here's the thing: I don't blame the polar bears, but Zig, you know me. I want to believe in big feats and yetis.
Mm-hmm.
You got a polar bear throwing rocks at walruses, and sailors are like, "Ooh," and the Inuits are like, "Well, we've seen a yeti throwing shit off a cliff." Nope, that was just a pissed off polar bear. And I'll tell you right now,
he's not pissed off. He's the happiest, smartest fucking polar bear because he found out how to get the biggest fucking Big Mac without getting his paws dirty. It's like, you put one of these big fucking things on the head of that big fucking thing, they don't tusk you as much. You can just go down there and take your time. It's pretty easy.
Well, and yeah, so this guy just goes, that probably looks and goes, "Hey," and the walrus looks up and goes, "Yeah, what's your name?" "Felix." "Fuck you, Felix," and just tosses a rock and just.
You know what you can do with paws that you can't do with fins? Cash.
What's that? Oh fuck.
Yeah, it used to be the whole thing where like first primates use tools. I've seen that in the wild. Like, I'm not talking about like I've seen where like in captivity, well, not captivity so much, but like in a preserve where they taught a bonobo how to start a fire and roast a marshmallow over it. That was pretty fucking cool. And then after he ate his toasted marshmallow, he put the fire out, just stumbled away just with matches. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then like crows, I've seen that where they like use a stick and go get over like ants and stuff. And then elephants. So they first they said, primates, and crows are smart, but fucking bears. I knew bears were smart, but I didn't know they were like tools smart. Like, how do I kill something that's almost as big as me? I don't know. Throw a fucking Buick on its head. Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Let's do the Buick thing.
They also discovered this year, and now we both know this, squirrels are very agile, but apparently they did a study that shows that squirrels understand physics.
How so?
So they will when they get out on the branches and you see them like do the wobble. That's not them going, "Oh fuck." That's them going, "Okay, nope, that's the amount of lift that I get, and if I push just right, then I can do this."
Okay. I buy that. I had some pretty athletic squirrels in the courtyard in Chicago. Those fucking really jumping off. Yeah, okay, I buy that. I mean, they're smarter than we give them credit for. We just haven't been watching enough animals fuck over enough other animals with sticks and stones.
But here's what I wanted to show you. I did all that to do this.
Cuttlefish can use a fucking BlackBerry. What?
What? That makes sense. Every octopus has a razor phone because it's cooler. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna share this with you because this made me go, "What the fuck are we doing? We're not stopping a pandemic. We're not curing cancer, but this is what we're doing in the scientific fucking community."
Israeli scientists have trained goldfish to drive. It is seen out of Dr. Seuss' book. All right, I've read the title. Now please explain. So
I had actually heard this story on NPR.
So in the Holy Land, what are we doing?
So they put them in a square tank on wheels.
Okay.
Um, let's see. I'm going to make sure. Quote, the study hints that navigational ability is universal rather than specific to the environment. Second, it shows that goldfish have cognitive ability to learn a complex task in an environment completely unlike the one they evolved in. As anyone has tried to learn how to ride a bike or to drive a car knows, it's challenging at first. The team set out to explore whether the animal's innate and navigational abilities are universal,
You're getting there.
or restricted to the natural environments, the scientists explain in a press release. So they created the fish-operated vehicle, a set of wheels under the goldfish tank that uses an intricate camera system to record and translate a fish's movements into navigational directions. The FOV changes its position based on the fish's movement characteristics, location, and orientation in the water tank. Researchers tasked 6 goldfish with driving this vehicle toward a visual target, a colorful mark on the wall of the experiment room, visible through the clear sides of the tank. Like any would-be driver, the fish started off with lessons. The researchers tested whether the fish could drive toward the target and return for a food pellet. They conducted multiple 30-minute sessions to see how many times each fish reached the target, how long each drive took, and the distance they traveled each time. After a few days of training, the fish were able to navigate to the target, even if they hit a wall along the way or started their drive from a new location.
Okay, so after a few days, goldfish can drive as well as the woman who hit me with her car. Is what we. Why?
How do we know that the woman that hit you with a car wasn't actually a goldfish learning to drive?
We don't. But what? This guy got a grant to do this.
Yeah.
Science, what are you doing? We're teaching goldfish how to drive. However, as we discovered before, dentists are still using practices from the 1800s. I can't get a roll of toilet paper that my finger doesn't go through once every 7 times. Giving myself the accidental stinky pinky hello in the morning. But you're teaching goldfish how to drive a fucking car.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. That's great. It's not going to stop fucking college guys from swallowing them whole on a dare. I don't know what you want from it. What could we possibly have gleaned from this?
Well,
and if you know an answer, don't tell me. I'd rather feel ire about this.
I want to be pissed off about this.
Yeah.
Like, I think I understand the point, but I also don't give a shit. Because here's the thing, and we're going to do a whole episode about this too. And it will actually...
He had to go somewhere and say, fund my research. What do you got? I need to build an RC car that a fucking that baby koi can drive. Yeah, absolutely. Where do I sign? Yeah, here's a check.
How much do you need? $50,000 in a gift card to Chili's. You got it. You got it. We're going to do... See, when you teach goldfish how to drive, we discover that octopi and squid have been defined as sentient beings, which I'm not going to eat them anymore. I used to eat some octopi and squid. I feel bad about it now. I'm not eating them. I'm not going to do it.
Calamari. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not doing it. Can't do it.
Can you? I don't care.
They're delicious and I love it, but I'm not going to. Maybe octopi. I won't eat octopi. Maybe squid. Squid seems a little.
That's
anyway.
where I'm at, but I just don't like octopus. But no, I feel you. I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's a sentient being, but we've taught goldfish how to drive. Polar bears are throwing rocks, and now we have, and we're going to do a whole episode, and we're going to revisit the fuck robots. Because here's the thing: normally I do a D+ effort. I'm going to do a B- effort on the research for an episode about fuck robots and artificial intelligence, and this new thing I saw. Which, look, I just saw it. I didn't do research on it, but a robot that can consume human flesh for fuel.
You mean the Matrix?
Wasn't that a documentary?
I don't know, but the fourth one was kind of...
The whiskey and the beer. I had Also, I didn't tell you I had pounded a few beers, but I also had like 4 shots before we started recording.
Yeah, baby, you don't got to tell me.
No, Daddy knows. Daddy always knows.
Well, that's
Uh,
terrifying, Larry. Thank you very much.
Well, I saw a robot like with artificial intelligence, the ones that are like look superhuman, but they just haven't done like the whole like they're anyway.
Wait, you read something where they're feeding them human flesh? What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking about?
no. That's a different thing. The robot I'm talking about is just it looks human. It's got artificial intelligence, and it got angry because one of the experimenters kept booping its nose, and it booped its nose, and then like the third boop, it furrowed its brow and just grabbed the scientist's wrist and went. Mm-mm. And I was like, what are we doing? Why are we trying to kill ourselves?
See, put me in charge of everything because of that. Now that makes sense. It's like you got 2 things to pick from. What? I'm either going to teach Koi how to drive, or keep poking Skynet until it kills a guy. Right, the fish thing. Then that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the fish thing.
We're going to teach goldfish how to drive. I would rather have a sentient goldfish that just show up. You know what? If a goldfish can deliver my DoorDash tonight, I'm happy. I'd be out there. I'd have a little. I'd tip him with some flakes and be like, "Hey, that's my boy. All right, high five," and then send him on his way.
Penis-sized felt hat and monocle. That's what else you can do with your collection. Put it on your Uber Eats fucking Koi driver.
Right. That seems.
God.
But no, we are. The fact that polar bears are throwing rocks at walruses.
And it's well, polar bears throw rocks at walruses. You know what I say? I say good on you.
Yeah,
that's ingenuity.
Walrus is that's just a floppy elephant. It's just a floppy Arctic elephant.
Absolutely. If one is, they don't move so quick. If you figured that out, go have yourself several lunches. Feed the whole family. That's
right?
fine. I say go for it.
Yeah, the polar bear has it rough right now. Let's let them have their day.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, this ice sure is getting really far away from the everything. Oh.
But we live on this.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the penguins.
Better learn to fuck a grizzly because we're going south, kids. But yeah, so at every instance of AI that you hear, it's like all the experts say, yeah, don't do that because they're going to realize that we're shitty and they're going to kill us off before we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what do we do? No. But this one can feel anger.
What did you do? I injected Teddy Ruxpin with a fucking demon, and I gave it to a kid to play with. And I made sure that his claws were real sharp.
I made sure this Furby learned every word to Mein Kampf. What? I'm sorry, you did fucking what? Yeah, I taught a Furby every word to Mein Kampf, but then we're also going to teach it the Bible. That's not better.
Well, Ray's over there. He's teaching a self-driving tank the concept of loss. Is that okay? No.
Yeah. You know the robots we use to disarm bombs? Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, we just read Walt Whitman to this one. What? Why? Because is it going to do anything? No, I think it's just stuck in existential dread. Can a robot do that? It can now. Look, science. Fuck. What's that self-driving car doing? Well, it's just scrolling through old issues of Penthouse's forum and trying to touch itself, but getting frustrated because it can't.
Screaming bullshit at the top of its lungs.
Dear Penthouse, I never thought this would happen to me. Bullshit, this never happened. I'll tell you what right now. Fuck.
Well,
that's how I started the episode. Yep. Now I'm ending the episode.
There we go. What did you learn, pal?
I learned that you know what? It's probably best if I do have about 4 or 5 beers and 4 shots before I start an episode. This was fun. What'd you learn?
What did I learn? I learned that We are giving away some shit. So go to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Zig and Larry. Ignore a topic.
What? It is?
Yeah, you're going to put a comment underneath.
I thought it was the Joe Rogan experience.
No, it's the Susie Orman hour. You are going to subscribe to the goddamn channel, please. Subscribe. It really helps us out. We're trying to get a little bit on the YouTube. Plus, this show is really not visually appealing, and we're trying to prove a point. So,
well, but I did share screen today.
He did, and he'll do that often. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Comment what you would like us to do a show on. Give us an email, and we will pick our favorite. We will do your show, and we will send you that awesome prize package from Split Society, and then we will let you tell us how cool it is.
Can I throw a caveat in there?
Sure, with if I can veto it.
Okay, absolutely. You can veto if they like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, but if they go to Tucker Carlson's channel and comment, take a screenshot, but comment calling him a feckless shit gibbon,
sure,
and challenge him to a fist fight with me for charity, but share the screenshot with us, then I think they win something.
Sure, I can get behind everything you just said.
Yay!
All right, let's crash this plane, baby.
All right. Hey, guess what?
What's that?
Goldfish shouldn't fucking drive.
Yeah, no shit.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys. God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.